So up next, we have two more demos, is Miranda Tan from MyPRGenie.
My name is Miranda Tan, and I'm the CEO and founder of MyPRGenie. So what is MyPRGenie? MyPRGenie is a do-it-yourself, cloud-based PR and social media platform. And the MyPRGenie platform combines PR and social media to make digital messaging marketing more effective. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the space, and then I'll jump into the demo. And I'll try to be quick since I know everyone's tired and hungry. Okay, so as you know, social media marketing is among the hottest areas in technology. However, PR is key at the forefront of social endeavors. As you can see from this chart from Forrester Research, you can see marketing and advertising as the top, and then corporate communications the second part. So depending on the company, a lot of times it's the same people. If you're talking about General Motors, it's the advertising department who owns the whole group. If you're talking about Shell, it's the corporate communication that owns the whole advertising budget. And in terms of how, social media, PR is the new social media, or some people say social media is the new PR. And as you can see, social is about PR, social media, marketing, and how it works is basically you reach your fans, you get your fans to talk about you, and you get them to share with their network. And in terms of how MyPRGenie fits in, MyPRGenie integrates PR social media, and we're a PR social media platform. So I'm going to dive in and show you how our platform works. So this is the MyPRGenie platform, and before I dive into the demo, I'll just give you a little background about myself. So prior to MyPRGenie, I had my own agency, and I worked in a number of companies, big and small. And one of the things I know is that PR back then was very manual. And the way we did PR is like, we would call out reporters, we would manually put these lists together, we basically email them, call them. That was a very tedious process. So when we started MyPRGenie, our vision was basically to streamline the whole process, to make it more efficient, more effective, and make it more affordable for a lot of companies who have great concept ideas who really couldn't afford to hire a PR agency or to hire a marketing firm. So we came on MyPRGenie, and this is the MyPRGenie platform, and I'll show you how it works. So in terms of MyPRGenie, so once you sign in, this is our dashboard. And as you can see the dashboard, we try making everything organized on one central place. So once you sign in, you can see this is our newsroom. This is our, we can upload all your releases, all your announcements. We also have a database of 500,000 media contacts. So if you want to target reporters that cover technology, healthcare, finance, enterprise, you can look into our database. We also have powerful analytics to help you do reporting, so you can see, track how many people are looking at your content, who they are, so if you want to follow up, you could. And then we also have our own social media apps, which is TweetGenie and FacebookGenie. So for MyPRGenie, we have a lot of users who are either, I would say, companies who are small, who basically, either entrepreneurs, they have one marketing person who do everything themselves, or we have a lot of marketing professionals or PR pros who basically have a number of companies they represent. So if you're a PR professional or marketing agency and a number of companies, you can create a newsroom for each one of your clients. So you see, it's really easy. And then in terms of your one company, you create one newsroom, and you create the news, and then just click on create online newsroom. And then so you fill out this form, and it's company name, you upload your logo, the type, the size, the industry, the tags, put down your address, your general information, a little description about your company, your URL, and then your contact information, and then you link it to your social networks, such as your Facebook profile, your Twitter profile, your LinkedIn. And as soon as you create a newsroom, you have an online profile where people can find you. So now your customers can find you on Google, they can find you on Bing, they can find you on the net. And if you want to upload videos, you can upload through MyPRGenie, you can upload your photos, you can also invite fans to follow you. And the best of having fans follow you, so once they follow your newsroom, anytime you have a new announcement, new photo, new video you want to share with your audience, you automatically get it. So you can invite your fans from Yahoo, from Gmail, from Hotmail. We also allow you to invite your fans from Facebook. And then we have a database, as I mentioned, of 500,000 media contacts. So you can also invite key reporters to follow your newsroom. So once they start following you, every time you have an announcement, you'll automatically get it. As you can see, we have like 44,000 fans. So anytime we have a new announcement and we upload through the MyPRGenie newsroom, all my fans are automatically. And then you also could create a badge on your website or your signature, which links to your newsroom. And then if you just say you want to change your address, change your positioning, change your message, and you want to change your newsroom, it's easy. You just actually, go to your, just edit it. It takes a second. And then let me show you how you can actually, once you have a newsroom, you could, let me show you how you can actually upload. You can upload press releases. So here, you can upload press releases, you can upload photos, you can upload videos. So I'm going to show you how you can upload a simple press release onto MyPRGenie and how you can send it out and streamline it to your social network, as well as a target audience such as key reporters, bloggers that might be interested in covering your story. So here, you will upload your release underneath your newsroom, which I'll do under MyPRGenie. And then I'll put the title, company ABC launches new widget. And then I'll put down the body of new release, company ABC launches new widget. And then we give you tips in terms of how you can improve your SEO ranking, such as using anchor text. And then you put down your contact information. You can preview how your release looks. And then you can upload your photos, you can upload your videos, you can upload, and then we stick it up to social networks. So the way it's done before is basically you had a release, you were sending it out to the wire, or you were like looking up, like, you don't know who to contact. We try to streamline the whole process. So here you can just upload everything, and then when you're ready to share with your social networks, you can just check off. Like if you want to post on Tumblr, you want to post on LinkedIn, you want to post on your Twitter account. You just check it off, enter your credentials, so when this release posts, we're automatically posting your social networks. And then we also allow you to, all your content that you post on MyPRGenie is automatically search engine optimized. What does that mean? So when you upload your content search engine optimized, that means when people search for you on any of this, on the major search engines, they'll be able to find you. So I would search, I would categorize this. So for MyPRGenie, I would categorize it for us, if this is for our release. I'll do social media. I can add another one that says like marketing, sales. And I would use the keywords to tag it. And then I can link it to my website or link it to a landing page. And then we allow you to actually sync it up. So if you were to send it to target reporters, we have everything formatted. So if you were to send it to reporters, we have it where it's customized to each reporter's name, such as Dear John, Dear Mary, Dear Miranda, Dear John. And our template as the default basically takes the title of your releases and also a little default message that says, "Greetings, company ABC just posted this release. Please contact me if you need additional information." And it'll be best regards, your name, your telephone number, your email. It might be a little bit to be the body of your message. And if you want to customize this, which we strongly recommend, you can actually write over it and customize your message to reporters. And you can preview how it looks. And then before each release goes out, it goes to one of our team of editors just to review it to make sure everything looks proper, it's properly formatted. And then if you agree to the terms, continue, and then you continue. And then once your release is uploaded onto our platform, you can check to make sure it looks good. As you can see, this is my boilerplate, which is basically for my newsroom. So everything's synced up, so you don't have to worry where's everything's synced up, and everything's archived onto your account, which you can access throughout anywhere as long as you have internet. If I want to change it, I could. I could delete, start over. If it looks good, I'm ready to publish it to the next page. I just click on publish, and it goes to the distribution page. And here's where I can specify when I want it to go out immediately, next Tuesday. It goes out to all my fans, 44,000 fans. And then if I want to send it out to my target media list, it's all synced up. So here you can see I have a number of media lists which I built using our global database. So I can just check it off. And then I add the list. And it's all synced up. And if I want to send it to PR Newswire, we're actually integrated with PR Newswire. So if I want to send it to the PR Newswire web distribution, I just check it off, and it goes to the distribution. And I don't have to do it separately. And it's additional, charge of $300 per release of 500 words. If I don't want to, I just uncheck it. And then if I have my own personal media list which I want to add to it, I could just add to it. And then I'll just proceed. And then I'll say, okay, your release is ready to go out. It's going to go out to these lists which I selected, which I made. As soon as I continue, it goes out to all these reporters. And it's out there and synced up, it goes directly to each reporter's email, and also synced up to all my social networks. So that's how you upload, press release. We can also allow you to upload videos, photos. We also have mini shout-outs. If you have a mini release you want to send out to, you could. And then we also have, as I mentioned, let me show you our database. So we're synced up with a database of 500,000 media contacts, which we actually license from PR Newswire. So as you can see, as part of our database, you can search for key reports. So if I did a search on, for example, technology, New York, the U.S., you can see I came out with, just for reporters that covers technology in New York, 1,614. You can see the reporter's name, their outlet, their telephone number, their email, so I could contact them specifically if I want to. And then what's also really cool about MyPRGenie is basically we have really powerful analytics to help you track everything. So you can make reports, you can see who's looking at it. So we're integrated with Google Analytics, so if you want to see who's looking at your release in terms of like how many people are looking at your releases, your photos, your videos, you can see, you can see that. I can also see how many reporters actually received my press release, how many of them actually looked at it, who they are, so I can actually follow up with them. So one of the challenges as a PR professional is when you send out your release to all these reporters, you don't know who's looking at it. So it'd be really, hard to kind of just cold call, all these reporters, say, hey, did you get my release? Using the MyPRGenie platform, we provide you real-time analytics so you can see exactly who's looking at it, who's interested. So here, if I was to look at one of my releases, I can see this release went out to 19,000 reporters. 987% of them looked at it. 5% looked at it. And if I want to see exactly who they are, I could download the CSV. If I download the CSV, I can see exactly, first name, last name, media outlet, telephone number. So I can follow up with these reporters who which I can see who actually took a look at my release. By using our analytics, you can see if your release is actually newsworthy, if something that's something that's people's interested in, or it's like, no one's looking at it or paying attention. You go take a look at the reporters, see who they are, see who's interested in your story, and follow up. So you can see that all the content you actually upload to MyPRGenie. And then we also have social media apps. So let me show you our social apps. Using MyPRGenie, we have TweetGenie. So as you can see with TweetGenie, MyPRGenie, we have like 31,000 followers on Twitter. And the way you use TweetGenie is you can actually do a search. This is actually linked in with the MyPRGenie, we linked in with the Twitter API. So you can do a search on MyPRGenie and say, okay, I want to see all the people who on Twitter who's interested in marketing, who's interested in social media or technology. And then once I do a search on them, I can mass follow them. I go to look at some of my competitors, my partners, and see who's following them. And then I can just mass follow them to see who they're following. And then just say if I'm at a trade show, I can't really tweak it, I want to make a couple announcements, I go to time my tweets. So what we provide in the MyPRGenie platform is everything in terms of what you need to appear on social media in one platform that you can access on the web. So let me show you the dashboard again. So in terms of our dashboard, you see you have the newsroom, where you can actually create a newsroom and get found. You can upload all your content to the database. And we have the tracking, so you can track in real time in terms of who's looking at your content. And then we have the social media app. And let me show you our pricing. So in terms of our pricing, we're a SaaS model, and tend to know that a number of our customers are companies who's looking for ways to promote themselves. As you can see, our packages, we have a free package, which is zero for customers who just want to get their content out there. And we also have a basic package for companies. And for $19, you can actually create one newsroom, which is searching on the web. You can upload all your content, photos and videos, and then you can access our social media apps. And if you're an agency and you have multiple clients, you can create multiple newsrooms, you can use the Pro package, which is $40 a month. And then we also have the Premium package, which is $5 a month, and that gives you access to our global database. And those are the key features of MyPRGenie. And in terms of our solution, let me show you. we're built on, this is a technology architect, as you can see the MyPRGenie. We're built on Ruby on Rails. It's built on LAMP. And in terms of how we plan to scale, we basically plan to integrate with different APIs in the ecosystem, such as with the other players. And then such as the email marketing, the other players such as CRM, and also the social networks. And then in terms of how MyPRGenie can win, we're all about in terms of getting your message out there more effectively. Our integrated newsroom helps you get found. We also have proprietary technology that basically integrates the other social marketing platforms. And then our models are highly scalable and profitable. Thank you. Any questions or?
Who are your competitors?
We have there's a number of players in the space. There's companies like Focus, which is focused on a little bit their PR marketing suite, and they're more focused on Fortune 1000 companies. We also have other players such as Excision. But I think in terms of where we fit in, we're actually quite unique in the sense that we're PR on social media. So there's a lot of players there that that we compete against bits and pieces. But in terms of direct, we don't really have any direct. There's a lot of players in there that compete on parts of our offering.
How do you guys figure out if someone's opened up an email box?
We have we track it through. It's basically each email that we send out, we can see if they open it.
If they don't have read receipts enabled, is there an image that you embed?
Is there a what?
If they don't have read receipts enabled for their email, most people don't. You embed an image and you check and see if it was downloaded.
We could basically just, in terms of our email system, we could see if they open the email, and we could see who that person is.
That's the technology is used to do it. There's a bug in there that does it. You don't need to read receipt.
Does that work the same for mobile also?
I'm sorry, what?
Does it work the same for mobile, opening emails for mobile?
Not so much for mobile. It's just for basically email. We don't do, for mobile, we're actually in the process of building a mobile app.
I noticed you weren't linking into LinkedIn. You linked into Facebook, Twitter, but you didn't have LinkedIn.
Oh, we have LinkedIn. We actually do. So it allows you to, so when you actually upload your content, you can share it on Tumblr, you share it on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and WordPress. But we definitely, LinkedIn's I would say, one of my favorites. I love LinkedIn. It's just yeah.
So I've got time for one more.
Miranda, so I saw you had a slide there about an API. So you have an API available today, and can developers access it?
We don't have an API, but we do integrate with other what do you call our company's API vehicles. We're in the process of actually integrating with Constant Contact as well as Salesforce, and our in terms of other services complementary to the MyPRGenie platform. So we're using MyPRGenie, and then if you want to use Constant Contact to access through our platform. The same thing with Salesforce. Any other questions?
Thanks.